Hey, what's up, everybody? So, just doing a quick little jambalaya mukbang today. That's what I got left over from the prep from last week. Still very hot, so let me adjust my chair here. There we go. That's a little better. So, not a great setup, just sitting at my desk at work, but yeah, just wanted to talk about fueling. How like I started up my running the last few days, getting back into it a little bit, getting some good runs in, working at a pretty good pace, like training for that half in July. Aiming for sub 140, so I need to run a 4:44 kilometer, which is like, I don't know what that is, 7.5 minute mile or something. So, it's gonna be fast, but the training paces that I'm doing this year and this spring so far are actually what would have been like, pretty much would have been tempo runs, the last 3 runs that I did, but now they're still within like the easy run, steady state kind of range. So I gotta say, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty strong. I'm feeling like the break was good, and now I can come out and kind of start fresh and training at a little bit faster of a pace than I would have last year, because of course I was marathon training last year, so that makes a difference. Anyway, have a little bite of this jambalaya. So good. So I have recently been asked by a couple of people, a couple friends of mine who, they know I'm vegan. They're not vegan themselves, but they're kind of getting into running a little bit, asking me like, what do I eat? Like, what do I fuel myself with? And quite honestly, I just eat whatever the hell I want. I mean, some days I'll be eating more like, this kind of stuff, home prepared. Rice, tofu, whatever. I ate 2 mangoes earlier, kind of smoothie for my breakfast. Other days I might be eating like pretzels and peanut butter, bagels with tofutti cream cheese, soup, whatever. I don't really worry about it too much. I don't really track my macros too much. I do pay a little bit of attention to what I'm eating when I'm training, just because I want to make sure that I'm, getting enough nutrients. Like, I don't just eat total junk food all day, every day. But really, I don't worry about it. I just eat, a mix of whole plant foods and even some convenient stuff, some processed stuff. It's not a big deal. One of the things about the plant-based foods is that, unless you're eating a lot of oil, a lot of salt, a lot of highly processed stuff, there's a good chance that you're going to be getting foods that are just naturally anti-inflammatory. So even when I did my run streak last year, sure, I might be a little bit sore after a hard effort or whatever the next day, but I was never like, my knees were never swollen or my feet were never swollen. It's not like I couldn't go out and do it. I wasn't in, agonizing pain, because the foods I'm eating, these whole plant foods for the most part, are just naturally replenishing my body, and the antioxidants, the anti-inflammatory properties. It's really good for recovery. So I just keep it simple. I don't worry about it too much. I enjoy eating high raw in the summer months, but whatever, like I don't make it a thing. If I go a week where I'm eating basically like a raw till 4 or mostly raw, great. If I do it for a couple of days and then I eat nothing but burritos for 4 days, like whatever, But yeah, just don't overcomplicate it. I do use Chronometer to track things a little bit, maybe for a couple of weeks every few months, just to make sure I'm, still on track. I'm not really like in the 80-10-10. That'd be more if I'm eating more raw. I might be more like a 60-20-20. 70, 15, 15 kind of deal, like mostly carbs, but some fats and some proteins as well. I don't really worry about that breakdown too much. Some days I'll have a high fat day, whatever, it's not a big deal. I think as long as you're fueling your body, moving your body, and then resting your body, you can repeat that over and over again. Get good sleep, and no worries. But anyway, gonna finish off my lunch. If you have any questions about more specifically what I'm eating and stuff, I can get into that. That's no problem. But really, just keep it simple. Eat plants, move your body. You're good. Peace.